Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll review another 1 to 18 scale model car. So last time I did show you the GT Spirit Porsche 911 GT2 RS that is pretty rare. It is made out of resin, and that basically means that this type of model you'll need to take a proper care of it. So in this video I'll show a different type of model, which is going to be a 1 to 18 scale die-cast model. Now, let's start first with what kind of, or specifically what kind of car it is going to be, because this one is actually my favorite car, which is a Mazda RX-7, made by my favorite 1/18 scale company, if it comes for the wonderful price to quality ratio, which is Solido. And here it is, the neon blue Streetfighter spec Mazda RX-7. Now, let's get over with the story about this model. So this model exists in a couple of variants. There is the original yellow one that I also have, which came with the Ria Memia stickers, which gives actually, so it kind of gives that imagination that it is meant to be a Ria Memia RX-7. Then there is a, what was that version? A green Kawasaki colored version, you know, with that Kawasaki green. There's a pink version coming up, there's an orange version which was a Leclerc exclusive, and this one which is also a Leclerc exclusive. Leclerc is basically a line of supermarkets located in France, and they did have this car exclusively for them. Later they of course brought these internationally, so now you can get this car far easier than it was a couple of months ago. But okay, let's start with the front. So here's the front of the RX-7. We do have the silver tow hook and the intercooler, as well as we do have the side canards, the blinkers, and the thing that many people are going to love, which is working pop-up headlights. Because there is, underneath that model, there is this mechanism, the lever, that you basically push either forward or backward, and then these pop-up headlights do work. Now, the only problem with Solido's system is the fact that sometimes these pop-up headlights are limited, just like on this model, because there are models like my yellow RX-7 where the pop-up headlights open a tiny bit more, and there are these models which are manufactured in a way where these can be only at this maximum degree open, which is still a good thing. I do like that look. Then what else we do have? The car does not feature openable engine bay, which is important to note. However, my model for some reason has this weird, maybe because of sanitizer, because I always clean my models, it has this weird foggy effect here on the, over here, which isn't a bad thing, because it doesn't look like that from here or from here. You don't really see that, but under closer lighting you can notice that. Then we get the let me close this for a second. Then we have the rotiform rims. Very nice looking, with no visible I mean, we do have black brake calipers, but nothing other than that. Then we have here the side view of the car and the interior. Now, the problem with RX-7s is the fact that you don't have a handle over here, because it is hidden right over here. Normally you can open that with a smaller tool, but unfortunately even with that tool I'm struggling. So I'll show you how to open that very carefully. So you have to take your hand, and all you have to do is taking the mirror. I'll show you that. Wait a second. You just need to take the mirror a bit, get it under proper angle, just like this. And then you can slide that door out. Wait a second. Ooh. There we go. Yes, I can open it. So we do have inside the green Takata printed on Takata seat belts, which are the racing seat belts, and that's actually a nice thing because you can always change that. You can always buy aftermarket seats and add real seat belts. And then if we look into the interior, we do have the Fatlates Vertex steering wheel that works with the wheels. That's nice. We do have the tachometer. We do have the free set of free pedals because it's a 5-speed manual. We do have the handbrake and the climate, the AC controls right over there. And next to that AC control, we do have a how is it called? The hazards. And that's it. The doors do open like I had shown you, but it's a pain to open. Then we have the rear view of the car, and what's funny, because of this logo here And at the front, it is meant to be the Infiniti RX-7, which actually is, it is meant to be the Infiniti RX-7 because Infiniti was one of the Mazda's divisions to create sports cars, but we do have here the Mazda logo for some reason, which doesn't make really sense. You can always remove that, but I'll keep it as a fun Easter egg. Then we have the taillights and some paint splash over here, but it isn't as horrible as on the Harlequin I've reviewed some time ago. We do have the diffuser and the dual exhaust pipe over here, painted in blue. And then underneath the body we do have also the exhaust pipe and the diffuser that can be removed because it's glued, but I wouldn't recommend you doing that because then you'll need to, then it would automatically break the model. Now what else do we have here? Wait a second, here. So it says here Solido, Mazda RX-7 1/18 scale, and made in Bangladesh. I had never, other than some Solidos, I believe the yellow RX-7 was also made in Bangladesh. I had never seen such thing. Now let's talk about the pricing and availability. So this model originally was very hard to get. I had seen leaks of this model coming up, or specifically a post where a French Instagrammer who collects model cars, he actually posted this car, and when I had seen it, I thought, damn, I need it. It's my dream car. In that form, why not? And it's also the RMMIA body kit, where the funny thing is, I wanted to get the RMMIA light blue Mazda RX-7 from Ignition model last year, but I wasn't really lucky because there was a problem with the model, so instead I went for the feed. But now I do have the RMMIA in a much cheaper form, because this model isn't hyper expensive, because the thing is, I got it from in February of this year, which basically in February I had my birthday, and I got this model from a French shop on eBay, which sold it. It was the only offer. But now an international shop, German international shop known as CK Model Cars, has this RX-7 for just 45 euros, which is a win in my opinion, because you do, of course, you don't get openable parts other than the doors and pop-ups, but you do have nice looks and a huge potential for tuning it in a proper way. So finally, do I recommend this RX-7? Absolutely, it's my dream car. It's pretty good quality, I must admit, other than that paint splash close to the headlight and some other minor things. It's simply fantastic. So on that, I'll simply end this review. And yeah, guys, I'll wish you a great day, and we see us in another review. I also did mention last time, after reviewing the R33 from Inno64, that I do plan to review my Pop Race, or not Pop Race, but this one. This Pop Race R32, I decided to keep it in box. I'll review instead the white version, because the white one is actually opened, and I'll make a video for that one. So, with that being said, I wish you guys a good one. Bye.